Here we are. Hey, a little special for you on the 7th of January 2013. How you doing? Hey. We're going to have like a simulcast, not like a simulcast. It is a simulcast with another show. So let me introduce to you me. I am Reverend Wayne S. Pierce. This is the Wayne S. Pierce Show. How you doing? You're good, huh? All right. Email me, freeamericaradio@usa.com. freeamericaradio@usa.com. I am so glad you're here. So anyway, you caught me. I was eating breakfast. So it's one of those. Okay. Hang on and let me call the other show. And looky there. It sounds so weird. Anyway.
And I believe it should be the Reverend Wayne S. Pierce. It
is, unless there's somebody else like me. That would be scary.
It would be tremendously scary. How are you doing today, Wayne?
I'm doing good.
All right. So you got your breakfast in you.
Yeah, it's still sitting over here. Yeah.
Well, we'll make this as quick as possible.
That's okay.
I asked. What's that?
That's okay.
I asked Wayne a while ago, a couple days ago actually, if I could simulcast this part of my show on his show, The Views Express, which does air every Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific, correct, Wayne?
Yes, exactly.
4 p.m. Pacific time. The Views Express. If you have not heard that show, you don't know what you've been missing. It's a great show, Now, I guess it's time since. You've called in now, Wayne,
yes.
To make my announcement. And I've been promoting it for a week now, but not a week, a few days now. And we're halfway through the show here. About halfway through the show. But I'm going to make the announcement now. And, let me put it to you this way.
Comes a time in every family where one must venture off on his own, test the waters, if you will. That is exactly what I've done. I have left the KTRN family to venture off on my own. Now, you can listen to my new show, Just Be Gay, every Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Time on Spreaker.com.
Okay, for those of you who couldn't understand that, I'm leaving the KTRN umbrella, the family, whichever. I'm still friends with Nick, still friends with everybody. I have no animosity. I just do feel the urge to step out on my own, venture out on my own, and see what I can do on my own. Nick and JJ and I, we're all still friends. We didn't get in a fight or anything like that. I want to make that perfectly crystal clear. We're all still buddies. No hard feelings in any way. And I just feel, it's time for me to try to venture out. Now, of course, this could mean, like I told Nick, it could mean that, hey, I can always fail miserably and run back with my tail between my legs. But that's what's happening tomorrow. I will be on the air at 9 a.m. Pacific time with my new show, Just BK. And by the way, already set up the Twitter account. The Twitter ID is @JustBKShow, and on Facebook is JustBK. Unfortunately, I was unable to change my Skype handle because Skype is funny about that. So the Skype will still be that BK show. So Wayne, there's the announcement. What do you think?
Yeah, it's like, I know you'll do good, you know. When I first started, it was kind of like, on my own, didn't know what I was doing, whatever. And I had a blog talk radio show, and it's like, okay, what do I talk about? And the more you do it, the more you'll find something to do, and the better the show will be. So I know you're going to do good.
And you know what else? The more you don't do it, the more you miss it.
Yeah, that's true.
I took about 3 days off. I took Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and like the whole weekend, I'm thinking, man, I just had to fight back the urge to get on the air and just talk about something. Yeah. It's like, come on, I got to do this, and you actually go through withdrawals.
Oh yeah.
When you do this for a while, you go through withdrawals, and you're like, man, I got to do something. Yeah. And again, I want to make it perfectly crystal clear that Nick and JJ and I, we didn't get into a fight or anything like that. We're friends. We'll remain friends. It's got nothing to do with that. It's got to do with the way Nick put it. In any family, you have children. They grow up. What do? They move out of the house. They venture out on their own.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what's going on here. That's all it is. Yeah. I have no hard feelings toward anybody at KTRN or anything like that. And Wayne, I do want to thank you for letting me simulcast this on your show, The Views Expressed. Now, Wayne, what do you have planned for your show today? Do you know yet, or are you like me? You don't minutes before.
Yeah, sometimes I get on here and go, okay, I'll go to break. I'll be back. I'll figure out what we're doing. No, no. Actually, a lot of the stuff on The Views Expressed is up on Liberty and Freedom Network on Facebook. So I've been posting a whole lot of stuff. A couple of big news items. I listen to Alex Jones, and I don't care how people feel about him. He's right. He's been right for the last 17 years. Him and Glenn Beck both have been right on a lot of the situations that are happening. But Alex Jones went to New York to be on the Piers Morgan show tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific on CNN. So that's going to be a lively, pleasant debate because Piers Morgan said we need to abolish the Second Amendment, and everybody else is telling Piers Morgan get the hell out of America, including me. Alex Jones is, he's Second Amendment pro-Constitution. He's, yeah. So that's going to be a debate I'd like to see.
So is Alex going to take his gun with him?
No, because guns are banned in New York. Just essentially, if you overregulate and you say you need this and this and this and this and this and this to get a gun, and then the ammunition, you got to get this, and pretty much you might as well just say all guns are banned in New York State, period. Just the end of sentence. Because, that's just the way it is. Thank you, Mario Cuomo, governor of New York. But no, he's not going to take his gun with him. But the other big news is in Michigan. I was just listening to the Alex Jones show where Mike Adams, the health ranger from naturalnews.com, is hosting today. And he had a farmer in Michigan on his show as a guest who said that the FDA, not the FDA, the EPA and all these other alphabet soup things in Washington, D.C. have said, and the state of Michigan has said, you cannot farm with pigs on your ranch. You cannot, do any of that. And the slaughterhouse where they take the pigs have pictures of certain pigs. Basically, the I don't know what department has a list of pigs that are illegal. And basically, the government made up the list, and whatever it is you're doing on your own farm, I don't care if you're growing vegetables to feed your neighborhood, the federal government, Washington, D.C., says no. We have corporate firms that do that spray with GMO, all that. You cannot have your own family farm anymore. So they're telling this pig farmer in Michigan, you cannot have your farm anymore. And he's taking them to court. It's been going on for over a year. So that's one of the bigger things, and
it's more government meddling into our private lives, and we don't. That's the one thing that we all need to stand up and fight against is the government meddling into our lives like that.
Yeah, and most states is It's probably not in the mainstream, but most states are nullifying Obamacare, nullifying the NDAA. They're just coming along saying 10th Amendment. Some of the governors and legislatures are going, 10th Amendment. We don't want NDAA. We don't want Obamacare. We don't want any of it. And so some of the states are standing up. But then people like in my state and in California as well, where you're at, here in Nevada, Senator Harry Reid and Governor Brian Keller are going, let's take a look at this gun issue. Let's take a look at this health care issue. So, yeah, if you know the track record of Harry Reid, you know that he's a piece of work. I know
it's more than a brothel in Searchlight, Nevada. I've been through that city, and you know what? If you blink, you miss it.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess he grew up was born there in Searchlight, but grew up someplace else or something. But I don't get it. It is, the meddling of Washington, D.C. into our own private lives. I mean, by 2020, they're saying that the federal government, with the cooperation of FAA, Federal Aviation Administration, says we're going to have at least 30,000 unmanned drones over America. And I'm like, really? They already have them now. Sheriff's offices are already using them and all of that. So, oh, yeah, just last year, I think I told you that last year that the Pentagon put out a notice to all law enforcement saying, hey, we have surplus military equipment. You can have it. All you got to do is pay for shipping.
So I remember you saying that. I remember hearing that. I was like, what? Where's mine?
Exactly. Where's my, where's my tank? I need a tank.
Yeah, I want my tank, man. No, but it's funny you mentioned Alex Jones. Now, I will tell you this. I'm a fan of InfoWars. Not necessarily a fan of the 911 conspiracy thing, but anyway, beyond that, InfoWars has become my second favorite website. Now, it's just you mentioned him because this just in, the InfoWars apparently, or a hot story on InfoWars, radio talk show host and ardent Homeland Security critic Alex Jones was detained by the TSA at Austin Bergstrom Airport earlier today and threatened with arrest for refusing to take off his shoes at a security checkpoint. Now, as anyone who listens to my show knows, I am not a fan of the Transportation Security Administration. Now, traveling to New York to appear on CNN's Piers Morgan Tonight, I smell a conspiracy here. Jones had already showed his ID. He had, as he approached the metal detector, Jones and colleague Rob Dew noticed that a large number of people across all age ranges were not removing their shoes as they walked through the metal detector. The X-ray body scanners were not in use. As soon as he approached the security, Jones was addressed by a TSA screener who said, "Hello, Mr. Jones," indicating that he knew who he was, and immediately ordered him to remove his shoes. When Jones refused, citing the fact that innumerable other people had not removed their shoes, the TSA screener claimed that only under 12s and over 75s were mandated to remove footwear under TSA's policy. Now, when Jones contested the point, arguing that numerous travelers in their 40s had not removed their shoes, other TSA agents ordered him to take off his shoes just before Jones was approached by a police officer who immediately got in his face and started threatening him with arrest, and on and on and on. You know what, Wayne, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but come on. It's too much of a coincidence that he's going to be on Piers Morgan, the Piers Morgan show, as you mentioned. Yeah. He's en route to the Piers Morgan show, and he is confronted by the TSA, or should I say the modern-day Gestapo.
Yeah. It's like, in my book, 2 + 2 = 4. I mean, in TSA book, it's 2 + 2 = whatever they feel like putting an answer in there. Italy, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I'm not a fan of TSA. I just looking at them, I don't even want to go fly to, LA. I don't. I'll drive there. I don't care. But I'm like Jesse Ventura. I just don't. But I'm also thinking, well, okay, because I'm so critical, I might as well just go see what they do, and that way I can get the feel for it, and then I can have a better understanding of it. But just watching this, Alex Jones, anybody else, Ron Paul got groped last year when he was flying, Senator Ron Paul. And, a lot of people, was it CNN or one of the female reporters over there got groped. And she said, yeah, this is happening. And it's all out in the open. But I'm not a fan, I think they should be disbanded. Yeah, and you're right. They are a Gestapo.
They are. They're like a Gestapo type entity, organization, if you will, and yeah, they're overstepping their authority, and instead of Congress disbanding them, they're giving them more money because, friends, as I said before, and as many people may know, and some may not, the TSA is branching out from airports. They are. They're going. They're going to be at sporting venues. They're going to be on the highways, and the train stations, the bus depots. They're branching out.
Well,
so it's not. Don't fly anymore. And everywhere you go, you're going to face these idiots.
Yeah, and just last week, was it week before last, had that big game with the Green Bay Packers and stuff, and they had TSA at the arena. They had drones flying over the arena. So,
did anybody get a picture of that?
Yeah,
I'm a little suspicious on stories like this. I mean, anybody can write anything.
Yeah.
You know me, Wayne.
Oh, yeah.
Back it up. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, give me pictures because I just, somebody had a picture and I saw it, and I think it was on InfoWars because they were talking about the game as well. But there was somebody had a picture. I saw the picture of the little drone flying over the parking lot. I don't know. But anybody has a picture, they can send it to your eye. It doesn't matter.
Okay. And give them your address to send it to, Wayne.
You can send it to Liberty and Freedom Network at USA.com. Liberty and Freedom Network at USA.com.
And again, I'll have to say, and I'm not just kissing up or anything. Wayne's show is a great show. As a matter of fact, I'll listen to his show at times and I'll say, man, I wish I could do a show that good. I mean, because the thing is with Wayne, no, really, with Reverend Wayne, he doesn't just shoot from the hip. I mean, when I say, well, I like proof of things, or can you prove or whatever, I think I maybe have done that once with Wayne, and boy, did he shut me down fast. Okay, he had proof to back that proof up. I was like, oh dang, okay, this guy he's business, he knows his stuff. So he's not shooting from the hip, and he knows what he says, and he's posting things on Facebook, I believe, through Freedom Liberty Network. He's always posting things on Facebook, articles. Go check them out if you see it on Facebook as well. Great show he has, Views Expressed, and you have another one too, don't you, Wayne?
I do. I have several. Somebody asked me, how many shows do you have? They did that on Facebook the other day. Jeez. I have the Views Express Live, of course. And, of course, that show is just basically me looking at articles going, ooh, strikes my interest. So I look into it and read it and go, okay, this is not, this is something I want to discuss on my show and give my opinion of it. And basically that's what it is. But I can also back up and say, there's a link there in the article. Go check this out. So that's one thing. That's one show I do. That's my main show. The other show I do is Diana and Wayne's Grab Bag Potpourri Talk Show, and we talk about numerous things from, how we feel about, just everything or health or whatever. And then last night I had a show with another friend of mine, The Unnamed Show. We just couldn't come up with a title, so we just figure The Unnamed Show. There we go. It sounds good. But we talked about health and wellness and diets and, all that, and it was really good. So I have that show. And then, of course, I have this one, which is whatever I didn't think of on on the other shows. This is where I go, oh, and on, it's like I didn't mention it on the Views Expressed, but here's what I want to mention now.
They say the mind's the first thing to go in, but in your case, it would be the hair. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, I want to play this real quick while you're on air.
Okay.
While you're hearing everything. Wayne and I kind of got together a little bit, and here is a new promo I did for the Views Express. The Views Express. The high-caliber, armor-piercing Halligan round that pierces right through your soul. Every weekday at 4 p.m. Pacific Time on Spreaker.com. Yes, I provided the voice, and he provided the awesome music that's behind it. I love the music. Okay, so Wayne, I want to. I don't want to keep you from your breakfast anymore. I know how it is to try to take a bite, chew real fast between someone talking. So, believe me, I know. So, I thank you for doing this for me, Wayne. I really appreciate it. And you have a good rest of the week. And I'll be tuning into your show. When my kids are settled down and all. Again, the Fusion Express airs Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific Time. Do not miss it.
Yes.
All right, Wayne. Well,
And
thank you for calling.
You can listen to it. You can listen to it when the kids are in the cage.
Yeah, maybe I'll call the TSA. Can you babysit for a couple of hours anyway? That would be good. I'll call Alex Jones. That'd be better.
Yeah. You'll love it.
All right, go have your nutrition there, and we'll talk at you later. Thanks for calling in. I appreciate it, buddy.
All right, have a good one.
All right, you too.
Bye. Yes, and that was Brian Keller. He is on his own at Just BK. In the meantime, yes, short show. Come join me. The Views Express live today, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. Come check it out. I got a lot of stuff, man. And I'm going to be posting a whole lot more before the show. So go to Liberty and Freedom Network on Facebook or email me if you have an article or pictures or anything that you want to share. You can do that at Liberty and Freedom Network at USA.com. Liberty and Freedom Network at USA.com. For this show, you can email me personally at freeamericaradio at USA.com. freeamericaradio at USA.com. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go away now. I'm going to enjoy my breakfast and my morning. And I'll see you at 4 p.m. Pacific on the Views Express Live right here on the Liberty and Freedom Network, broadcasting live on Spreaker.com.
Listen to Angel Clark Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Radio Freedom News Network. RadioFreedom.us.
Have you heard about a show called Diane and Wayne's Grab Bag Potpourri? It's a talk show. Well, it's called Grab Bag Potpourri for a reason. They talk about everything under the sun, from education to politics, from lines at the cashier in the stores to parking lot drivers not paying attention. You want real radio? Well, you don't get any more real than that. That's Diane and Wayne's Grab Bag Potpourri talk show. Fridays at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a whole lot of fun.
We went to the streets to ask people, what do you like about Doc FM?
Oh, well, I think he's sexy. He has a very sexy voice, and he makes my headphones tingle.
I think the doctor is very smart. Everything he tells you, you must learn it, because it is smartness to know. Plus, he plays my favorite music. He plays like the 80s and the 70s and the 44s and the 62s.
J'ai pas eu une seule occasion de rester sans rien faire depuis que je suis arrivé à Camelot. Je suis trop occupé à courir derrière Arthur. Fais ci Merlin, fais ça Merlin. Et quand je cours pas derrière Arthur, je fais des corvées pour vous. Et quand je fais pas ça, j'accomplis mon...
Doc FM on Spreaker.com.
Well, it's no secret that Doctor won't play none of that countrified music, so I don't really listen to him that much, but when I do, it's a hold down. The first time that I listened to the doctor, he was making fun of the British. After I got over my attitude, I came back and listened to him. He's wonderful and raucous.
Listen to Doc FM every Saturday evening, 7 p.m. Central, right here on Spreaker.com.
Late Night in the Midlands is an alternative media that covers the truth, theory, and fact that the lamestream media won't talk about. We cover everything from the known and the unknown, the normal and the paranormal, the government lies and the government ties, and even their thrive. We tell what's coming, what's going, whether it be politics or archaeologists. We have an amazing fan base, and our shows are all archived to be heard millions of times more. So tell your friends, your family, and anybody you care about LateNightInTheMidlands.com. Become a member and be informed.
Come listen to Journey into Light with your host Michael Long. The show is about looking into the afterlife. Where do our souls go from here? What are the true messages from above? Everybody is family, so make a journey into light with Michael Long your home. With the best guests on the show, they share the love with all who call in and those who are in the chat room. That's Journey into Light with Michael Long, Sunday through Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, on blogtalkradio.com/Journey into the Light. Eastland Sci-Fi Radio Theater is looking for you. Are you a voice actor looking to hone your abilities? Are you a writer looking for actors? Then Eastland Sci-Fi Radio Theater is for you. If you are a voice actor or a writer of sci-fi themed radio plays, send your information to Eastland Radio Films at USA.com. For more information, go to eastlandradiofilms.wix.com/EastlandFilms for more information. If you are a voice actor, send your audition clips to Eastland Radio Films at USA.com. This is Reverend Wayne S. Pierce. Yes, back closing out the show. And you can email me here at Liberty and Freedom Network at USA.com for the views expressed. And of course, well, you know, you can also email me for the Wayne S. Pierce Show at Free America Radio at USA.com. Yes, that's Free America Radio at USA.com. Come join me, Views Express Live, today at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on Spreaker.com.